Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to another one of my showcase videos where my intention is to bring awareness to games that I think deserve extra attention. Today's showcase video features Ys Origin, an action-adventure hack-and-slash RPG developed by Nihon Falcom Corporation in 2006. It was revived by the publisher Xseed in 2012 when they released it on the Steam platform. Now I must make note of the fact that I am actually wholly unfamiliar with the Ys franchise in general, but I found this game really enthralling for uncertain reasons, and as an origin story it really does not require any familiarity with the other Ys titles to understand the plot. As far as the story goes, it is, as stated, an origin story for the setting of Ys. The land of Ys experienced prosperity thanks to the guidance of the goddesses Rhea and Fina and the power of an artifact called the Black Pearl, as well as magic metal called Claria. However, the extensive abuse of its power had a counter effect, spawning an evil power and creating a plague of mighty demons. The people of Ys were overwhelmed by this, and used their magic to send Solomon's Shrine, their final sanctuary, into the sky to escape annihilation. However, the demons were relentless, and began building the Dharm Tower in order to reach the airborne shrine. In the present day, the goddesses have disappeared, and the 6 high priests of Solomon's Shrine send a party of capable knights, sorcerers, and acolytes to the land's corrupted surface to try and seek them. The 2 characters initially available to the player are Unica Tova, granddaughter of one of the high priests and an apprentice knight, and Hugo Fact, a young, ambitious magician from a prestigious family. A 3rd character is unlocked by completing the game once, and each character has a unique side story and motivations for the plot. Each character has unique skills and playstyles. Unica, with no abilities in magic, relies on fast or heavy melee strikes and abilities to stun-lock enemies or otherwise avoid taking damage. Hugo uses mostly ranged magic and abilities which shield him and damage enemies that get too close. Both characters gradually gain elemental abilities that add more options, are used in platforming and puzzle solving, and can harm enemies immune to other damage types. Taking and dealing damage will fill a boost meter that, when full, can be activated for increased damage and protection. The game has some light RPG elements to it, but leveling up gives a flat stat increase. Soul power picked up from fallen enemies can be used at checkpoints to add passive perks to the characters, such as defenses, boost recovery, status effect durations, and so on. Items such as armor and weapon upgrades can be found by exploring. It is less of a recommendation to explore and more of a necessity, as missing these items can make the remainder of the game nearly impossible. Similar to games like Dark Souls, the levels are full of a huge variety of dangerous creatures which respawn when you leave each area. Many enemies can only be significantly harmed by certain abilities. At the end of each level, and sometimes in the middle, are boss enemies which are unique and brutal. Each boss has special characteristics, attacks, and patterns. Learning how each of these bosses behave is critical, and you can expect to die more than once. This game feels very much like Dark Souls in this regard. Enemies will drop a variety of instantly consumed items with different temporary effects, such as restoring health, increasing strength and defenses, recovery rates, and so forth. Using abilities will deplete your magic bar, which will recover slowly, acting more like a cooldown for abilities than a traditional mana pool. Running out by spamming abilities can leave you very vulnerable in the fast-paced combat. Statues act as checkpoints throughout the level, places to save, restore your health, and upgrade your character. Now, I played the entire game with a keyboard and mouse, and the controls took some getting used to. However, it does have gamepad support and it might be easier to play that way. The soundtrack should be singled out as amazing. It is incredible old-school symphonic power metal, with some more mournful or dramatic segments which all just suit the situation perfectly. Overall, I found the game profoundly addicting for unknown reasons, and immensely challenging. The combat is simple and feels very hack and slash like, but is anything but mindless. The story is simple and not terribly original, but each character playthrough teaches you a bit more. The individual character stories add something extra to it, but my only real complaint is that the two available characters don't really relate to each other in any way. Their stories don't really overlap. While they encounter each other once in a while, the other character that you're not playing is more like just a background NPC. To some players this might be a good thing, as it won't spoil the other character's story for you, but personally I was hoping that the two characters would be significant in each other's story arc. The Ys series has been around for decades with a good reputation in Japan, but English localizations have always been pretty slow to appear. Based on what I've seen and read, the qualities of this game seem to be the standard for all the Ys titles in general. So if you enjoy Ys Origin, you may also enjoy the other titles as well. Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles and Ys the Oath in Felghana are also available on Steam. If I were to recommend this game by a nutshell description, it would be to people looking for a fun romp with a considerable challenge. You must also be able to enjoy or at least look past the anime aesthetic and the cheesy dialogue that comes with it. Ys Origin is priced at $20 US on Steam, but I picked it up on sale less than a year ago for much cheaper. Before you drop money on it though, know that there is a demo on Steam which is drawn from a mid-game level, so it's worth your time to check it out and get an impression. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have to say about Ys Origin. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all check out the demo, learn something about the game, and decide whether or not it's your thing. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day.